What's popping out there, world? And welcome to another edition of TJ Sports Nation, presented by your boy TJ, straight out of KC. Just want to rap, man. Teofimo Lopez. I forgot to talk about that in my live stream earlier. He's back. And not only is he back, he's back in a new weight division. After coming off a loss to George Kambosos at 135. He comes back on ESPN Saturday night against Pedro Ocampa. And man, let me tell you, man, T.O. is still T.O. He's undisciplined. You know, it shouldn't have took him that long to get that cat out of there. But, I can say this. I can say this without a shadow of a doubt. Regardless of how we feel, T.O. is still a talented fighter. But I believe at 140, he's going to have some serious trouble. Now, he can match up well against Montana Love. He might even can match up well against Regis Progress. But when you get to Josie Ramirez or Josh Taylor or Gary Antoine Russell, Styles make fights, or even possibly fighting Dev at 140. Styles make fights. And I think that those are dangerous, bad matchups for Mr. Lopez. Now, I particularly don't care for him or his father because of some things that they've said over the years and some of the words that they tend to choose. But I'm going to give respect where respect is due in terms of, fighting and the talent that he presents. Because he's not a bad fighter, but moving up to a tougher weight class. 140 ain't no joke, man. 140 got a lot of dogs in it. A lot of dogs in it. And if he's really trying to do that at 140, he got to be ready for any and everybody. Any and everybody. This ain't 135. He's moved on up there with the big dogs now. But when I look at some of these matchups, I just think stylistically, I just don't see him beating none of those cats. I'm not saying that he can't do it, but I just don't see him beating none of those cats. If he does, it'll be some come down to the wire. He won the last couple of rounds type shit, because that's what it's going to take. Gary Antoine Russell is a up-and-coming, talented young cat, brother of Gary Russell Jr., very talented, strong, dog with it. I think he punishes T.O. He might even get him up out of there. I just wouldn't be surprised, But this is boxing, and anybody can get it. In my Adrian Potter voice. And anybody could be beat at any given time. I'm happy to see Lopez back, though, because he makes the division. And then the fact that he's at 140, that makes the division even tougher. And then when you talk about, how could I forget about old Josh Taylor? The Scottishman, like Josh Taylor, footwork, fundamentals, boxing IQ, punishes Lopez. Punishes him. Guarantee you that. That's just how the game goes, man. But I look forward to seeing exactly what he does at 140 versus what he did at 135. Richard Comey and Loma and George Kambosos. Yeah, those were good fights. He did his thing, but let's see what he does at 140. Let's see if he can keep that same energy and then, man, how can I forget about Tank or possibly, like I said, Dev at 140? Those are all good fights for him, but I think stylistically, a lot of those fighters are gonna give him hell. They're gonna give him trouble. So I'm going to keep my eye out for Mr. Lopez and see exactly what he's going to do and if it works out for him. And hopefully This ain't one of those Adrian Bronner type of situations, you know, because I believe if AB would have stayed at 135, that killer instinct might have stayed a little bit longer that he had in the beginning of his career. But him moving up so quick, I think that hurt him. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully, you know, Lopez can adapt to the new weight class pretty quick. You know, I'm not going to really give him a whole lot of credit for Pedro Ocampo, but we'll see when some of the more stellar competition comes around. He's calling them out. He wants the big fights. But let's see if he's really about that or not, man. We're gonna see. Don't y'all forget, man. Thursday I got a prediction show. I'm gonna predict all this weekend's boxing fights, what I think's gonna happen, how I think it's gonna happen, from AJ and Usyk to now it's gonna be Sergey Lipinets versus the player that's was gonna fight Adrian Bronner. I'm having a brain freeze right now, but that's to me, that's a more Omar Figueroa. Yeah, my bad. To me, that's a more competitive fight, actually, Sergey Lipinets and Omar Figueroa than it would have been with Adrian Bronner, because you know Bronner's undisciplined, man, and then from what I'm hearing, he's gained a lot of weight, and I think you know, the network was like, nah, man, you ain't in shape, you know. So he's using that mental health stuff, or maybe he's really got some mental health stuff going on. We don't know. You know, so we got Sergey Lipinets stepping in last minute. He's already training. I guess he's been training, so I'm gonna check it out and see what happens, man. So y'all make sure y'all check my show out Thursday, where I'll be predicting all the fights this week, and we'll go from there, man. Much love to y'all. Please hit that like, subscribe button, and if you want to tap in with your boy, just leave a comment in the comment section. Much love.